everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nanette. I realize I have never welcomed you guys to my channel before, mostly because this is my first speaking video. I've never done one before just because I really hate the sound of my voice, and I really hate it today because I'm sick. And so I just sound like a hot mess of stuffiness, which I am. But I have been in the house for 5 days, cooped up, fighting this cold, and I just had to do something fun. And so I spent a couple hours putting on makeup for you guys. I hope you like it. This was a golden smoky eye look requested by one of my friends from home, and so I thought I would finally do it, get a little fleeky, just in time to get back in my bed on my next dose of Theraflu. Enjoy the video, guys. Bye. Alright, so first things first, y'all know this is my holy grail, the Mario Badescu orange facial spray. I call it the orange one because it got a whole lot of names, but it's just orange. I love this because it's really good at hydrating. Because it's hotter, my face dries out more, which is why it produces more oil. So, get yourself a facial spray, y'all. Holy grail. The next thing I'm going to do is put on my primer. This is an oil control primer from Boscia. It is the Pore-Fecting White Charcoal Mattifying Treatment Primer. Again, a long name. It just helps control oil. And I am an oily girl, and I'm always going to need a mattifying primer no matter what. So you only need like a little dime-sized amount. I know people are always saying that, but in truth, you do need a dime-sized amount, and just put that all over the face. So after I do my primer, I go right into my foundation routine. This look is going to be a little bit more full coverage, so I am going to use a liquid foundation. This is the Sephora 10-Hour Wear Perfection Foundation. I love this foundation. Godmother Jackie Ina, you should follow her on YouTube, put me onto this. It works really great for me because it's an oil-free foundation, and so again, that goes back to the I already have oily skin. I don't need to be putting products with oil in them. That just makes it worse. The next thing I'm going to do is head right into my concealer routine, and so this is my favorite concealer. You can see it is like half done because I've been using it a lot. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45. Praise Jesus, this is the concealer. And I'm just taking my concealer brush and I'm going to apply that right underneath my eye, and then a little bit here between the brows, and on the chin a little bit. And the good thing about this concealer brush is that it really buffs in the concealer so that you can make sure that you're really getting some good coverage. I typically use either this brush or my beauty blender. Both are good, but the other day I went to MAC and the lady convinced me to buy this brush, so that's why you're getting this experience. And after I've applied all my concealer, 100%, always have to set it. So my holy grail, my Sacha Buttercup, the yellow banana powder, this is it, especially if you're, you know, for our colored friends, like you can't be doing any old setting powder because you get a lot of flashback, which really just means when you take a picture, that's when you get those like white under eye thing. And so I typically use my beauty blender to do that. So you just take it, dip it in there, and just healthily apply it underneath your eye. Apply a little bit to the eyelid. Again, cheat that eyeshadow primer. This is the same effect, I'm telling y'all. Pro tip. And then this is a extra step for the oily girls, but I take another setting powder. So this is my NYX Mineral Set It, Don't Fret It matte finishing powder, and I'll go in around my face to kind of set my liquid foundation, just because I don't want that kind of oiling up and separating on me later. Another thing is I left my Sacha Buttercup under my eyes because I'm going to be doing a lot with the eyeshadow. And so what usually happens when you put on eyeshadow is it starts to fall a little bit under your eye. And so when you're using darker colors, you want to make sure that doesn't happen, because that'll give you dark under circles when, you know, you already worked a whole lot to cover those up. So now let's move on to the eyes. So first I'm going to do my eyebrows, and Anastasia Beverly Hills, this little logo got me for all my money when it comes to the brows. I'm going to be using both the brow definer as well as the pomade to really get a strong brow. I think the key to a smoky eye is a very structured and framed eye area, which you got to do the brows for. So go ahead and just outline with the definer. We'll go back in and fill in with the pomade. You just want to get the general shape. And then I go in with my pomade brush. Came with the pomade, so I'm gonna call it a pomade brush. So just make sure you brush out your brows again before you go in with the pomade. That way the pomade doesn't get stuck on anything. Here's the pomade. This is the Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. And I just fill in brow just to make sure it's a really even color. And I continue to brush in between just to make sure that I'm not like having any clumpiness in there. See? So you see that. You see that it's looking like far. And then when you're done with all of that, you gotta set the brows too, because trust me, they will move. And so I've just got this Maybelline Brow Drama, and you just kind of comb through your brows one more time, like I said, just to keep them in place throughout the day. So now we're gonna go into the smoky eye. It is going to be a series of steps. I will not talk through the whole thing because y'all are gonna hate my voice at the end, but pay attention. We're gonna use a combination of colors. I'm gonna do a lighter inside and then the darker creases, and then really make it dramatic with some liquid liner. For the look, I will be using my Morphe palette. This is the 35R. I believe it's the Ready Set Glow. It's got a series of matte colors on this side and then the glitter colors on this side. So I'm gonna be using a combination of all of them to achieve this look. What I'm actually going to do is use a brown liner underneath because I don't want it to be too harsh of a look. I want to make sure that it looks kind of like softer. So I'm going to do the brown liner on the bottom, but still do the dramatic black liner on top. The liners I'm using are $1, maybe $1.99, Wet n Wild. I believe in expensive foundation, expensive maybe highlighter, but your eyeliner, girl, doesn't need to be anything crazy. So this is the liquid liner. And to achieve a wing, because I do get this question a lot, so what I usually do is I just go from the outside and draw a straight line across to the highest point of my lid and fill that in. And then I go from my bottom lash line out to that line. And then I extend it a little bit. And then you've created the wing. And then all you really need to do is just fill that right in. And then make it longer or thinner as you please, because you gotta stunt on them. And when you got that sharp end, woo, child. And then obviously do it on both sides. So now that we've done the full eye, we can wipe off that Sacha Buttercup underneath. Just take a clean kabuki brush and just dust it off. All right, so the last few steps like I said, we're gonna do a little bit of a light contour just because we want to make sure the edges of our face do highlight the center, and the best way to do that is to just darken the edges. That's the whole point of contour. That's why people are out here doing it. You just want to add some dimension to your face so that when the light catches those couple of spots, girl, you gonna be glowing. You gonna be glowing, girl. And so the next step for me is gonna be doing my highlight.
Wi-Fi isn't set up on your Echo. You can find instructions in the help section of your Alexa app.
My Alexa app won't shut up. And so the next steps for me are really just gonna be doing my mascara, and then doing my highlight, and then my lip. I am a mascara Nazi in that, maybe not a Nazi, I am a mascara addict, in that I will do several rounds of mascara before I'm done. I can't really get down with the fake lashes. I'm really bad at it, and so I just try to go all natural, but as extreme as I can. The best mascara that I have found to date is this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It just has you looking like pow, like you just like out here, baby. And so I'll do my first round now, since I'm like 75% of the way through my makeup, and then I'll do another one at the end, and then probably a final one after that, maybe one later tonight. And you'll see I got a little bit of mascara in the corner of my eye there. Pro tip, if you get mascara on your skin, your first inclination is probably to wipe it away right away. Don't. Wait for it to dry. It's like when you're done with all your makeup, and then just scrape it away with your fingernail, because when it's dry, it'll just flake off, versus when it's wet and then you just smear it all the way across, then you gotta wipe it off, then you've wiped off now your concealer and foundation, and you can see how that becomes a slippery slope. So wait for it to dry, then just flake it off. You might want to put your sunglasses on for this, because bow, bam. As you can see, I really like this highlighter. It is my new Becca highlighter in the color Topaz. It is the Shimmering Skin Perfector. I love this thing. It's literally like pure gold here, right? And so I'm gonna take my fan brush, and just swipe that on the apples of my cheek above my contour. Baby girl. Yeah? What? I'm blending into the background with all this gold, baby. I like to blend it a little bit just so that it just catches them when they least expect it, but it's there so that it can complement the contour. And then finally, I'm gonna do my lips. What I'm gonna do is go over my lips with a kind of darker lip liner. This is Sephora Rouge Gel Lip Liner in a dark color called Molasses. The next thing I'm going to go in with is my NYX Lingerie matte lip liner. Oh, sorry. Matte lip gloss in the color Beauty Mark. Finally, I'm going to go in with a nude color. This is Bahama Beige. This is a Milani lipstick. I love Milani, so go to lots of moisture. And I'm just going to go in the center of my lip. And the point here is just to create some dimension with the darker corners and lighter middle. And we're back! And there you have it! My little golden smoky eye. I hope y'all like it. Please subscribe if you want to lend a sister a little bit of confidence. More videos to come. This is a new passion of mine, so I really hope that you guys like it. Makeup details in the comment box. Peace.